you look at sustainability and climate action, there's only so many tools in the toolbox at the end of the day. And how are you going to reduce emissions? How are you going to give people the option to not take their car? It all sounds great. It's just the challenges of implementation are great. I believe we reached peak emissions, but it's not going fast enough. And so it becomes a question of, well, what is the political support? What is the urgency? Getting the community to understand that this is an imperative, that this isn't just a environmental imperative, but it's an economic one. It's an equity one.
I mean, this 2030 target is so urgent, and the impacts are so in our face, literally everywhere, every day, multiple places.
Well, that's the big challenge, is what is the tipping point for action? When Texas experienced Winter Storm Uri a few years ago, I thought that was a game changer. Clearly, this is a climate impact that's going to require a response, and unfortunately, the response was political. That the grid that we have today is not substantially different from what it was. What is going to be that wake-up call?
We've been told for so long, you can't use scare tactics. You can't use scare tactics. Like,
it's excruciating.
Well, it's not a scare tactic. These are just the facts. Like, they're literally in your face. So if I'm talking to you about the facts and the things that are happening, what we haven't been able to do is help people make those links better.
I think a lot of the work that we're doing now is really focused at the grassroots level, getting into neighborhoods, talking to people and empowering them and trying to support them. Because at the end of the day, we need policies. We can't continue doing business as usual, whether we're talking about our energy supply or our transportation system. There's only so many things that communities can do themselves. We're updating our 2019 climate plan this year, and I think our goal is taking a plan that has over 80 strategies that looks out to 2050 and really reprioritizing and coming up with 10 strategies that look out to 2030 and really understand the why and how we're going to get there. It requires a degree of top-down investment. And we saw with the Biden administration a huge influx of resources, which is great. We got some of them. Well, those are going to go away for 4 years. So there's a barrier with our political system where, like you had mentioned, there's this misinformation. There's disagreement as far as what fact is, and local governments who are on the ground are sort of stuck holding the bag. And the longer we wait, it's just going to be that much more difficult and more expensive to tackle.